My name's Dallas Schoo, and I started when I was 17 years old in this business. Been doing it over 45 years. I've been with Edge for 33 years now. He lets me help purchase the guitars. During the show, I'm doing all the guitar exchanges. He's using 17 in this show tonight, 17 different guitars. Mostly all vintage, you know. He has quite a few songs with his signature, the Edge Fender Stratocaster. That's this here. This is the guitar he designed 2 years ago with Fender. This is on Iris and Sunday Buddy Sunday. It's a beautiful guitar. It stays in tune. He chose this DiMarzio pickup. He wanted more mids, fats in the bridge so that his position there is the mids, and the middle pickup is, the bridge and the middle pickup. He pretty much plays on that position. There's 4 different tunings in this show: concert pitch, semitone down, D, C sharp, it's at New Year's Day. Even though you see the same model of a body, a Strat or whatever, a Casino, Les Pauls, many Les Pauls, Rickenbackers, the diversity is for the tuning, and of course what fits the song. I'll show you all the amps. As you can see, there's no amplifiers, no bass rig, nothing on stage, just the drum riser and drums. So the amps have to be from somewhere. So this is Amp Alley. All the amps. Look at that. You don't see this on many tours, this kind of thing. Edge has made all these sounds here. These are all the sounds in these 2 racks, and his controller tells which sounds to come on. That's basically what's going on. It's a different configuration almost every tour, you know, to some degree. He'll have pedals that he'll emphasize for the old songs. Anyway, he wants those available. He'll have pedals from the new album. So, I mean, he decides it all. So this rack has been touring with us for, I think it's just his 4th tour. Yeah, he spends a lot of time, even while we're on tour, he'll keep dialing in, you know, on the pedals. He reviews his shows almost every night, which is different than most guitarists, you know, do. It was in '85. I was in a Village studio with a band called Mr. Mister. This guy, Dana Noir, comes down into our studio, Mr. Mister, and he says that he's got a client whose Telecaster's fretting out. Can anybody work on it? I said, okay, I'll take the guitar down, worked on the guitar, and Danny then said, I've got a friend, you know, looking for a new guitar tech. Are you interested? And like 2 days later, Edge called my home. I still have the micro cassette. Called my home and left a message. It's one of the coolest, greatest things that ever happened to me. And within a week, they were on the cover of Time magazine. And I went, wow. So I called this promoter, John Sir was his name, and my friend Bill Graham on the West Coast, because they had promoted so many concerts that I'd been a part of over the years. And both of those guys went, like, do you know who this is? Do you know who this guitarist is? I'm like, kind of, no. Mr. Whoever you're working for, it doesn't matter. These guys are going to be massive and are not doing bad right now. And I went, all right. So I flew over. Dennis Sheen picked me up, and there's these guys in there. Edge had his red bandana, and they started playing. I think it was Bullet, the Blue Sky. And I'm like, holy man, I never heard anything like this. I wanted to be like, yeah, but inside I'm going, I don't know who you are, man, but this is incredible. This is an incredible guitar sound. He saw my interest in it all. He knew his signal path. That was different than other guitarists I've worked with. This fella knew from guitar to that amplifier where his signal was going, and it was that was pretty unique. And then Dennis, on the way there, went, Edge wants you to stay, if you can, if you're interested in joining. And I stayed. And I had to tell my old employers on this, and I'm gonna give the end. We rehearsed for another 3 weeks inside that place, and I got more familiar with his guitars were different too. The Stratocasters, and he had a Les Paul or something. I can't remember, but there weren't this many at all. There was maybe 5 or 6. So this is the actual guitar that Edge has selected for Beautiful Day. I'll try to demonstrate some of the sounds that he's made for that song. But he begins the song, so he hits these harmonics. Right? And the next part that I know of. And then he goes back to, he switches pickups as he. That is fluid as Edge, you know. The big sound is the chorus sound, which Edge is, this is one of the coolest chorus sounds of Edge that ever, if I may. And then the hook sound. And then the middle 8 sound is totally unique in the industry, even to me. Listen to that. There's so many things that are part of that sound. And then the simplicity comes out of that. And that's about the best I can attempt to demonstrate what this great guitarist does.